We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They begin the drive with Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And it gets us up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Broncos at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Broncos send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
2nd quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. This is brought in at the 21. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Now after the holding call, here's second and 20. Here's Herbert. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown of this game. That quick 3 and out. That's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that third down snap.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a first down. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Flushed out. The pressure gets to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long. It's Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
To the 43, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Williams. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 14-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. Here's Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. To throw is Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by McManus is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Herbert back to the air. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now it's Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, we're going to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. There's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to a safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him. And taken at the 46. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he pushed it right. It's no good.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. "73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Wilson. And he rifles one incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They run. It's Williams. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? Advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
On second and a couple. Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Aaron Browning gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Third and long, it's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. To throw again on second down. Wilson is going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now Wilson on 1st down. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On second and a long way to go. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Taron Johnson made the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. White now to return. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So now the Chargers are going to bring the offense back out to go for 2 here. Now Herbert following the turnover. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last point?